This is gold 3. I was gold 1 2 weeks ago. Okay. So you're currently gold 3, but you were platinum. Put LB2 because I don't know how... Baron, I will cancel your session. So the problem with this kind of move, I feel, you know, people do this a lot. And it doesn't sit well with me always. It doesn't always sit well with me. Because all you're doing is exchanging one play for another. You know, and especially in gold. I mean, if they see you, you see them, great. As Lee Sin, as an aggressive jungler, I don't really like this because I'm not trying to vertical jungle. Waffling. You know, I'm trying to impact the map. I'm trying to dissolve the enemy jungler's existence. This is solid, though. Okay. Right. All of this is totally unnecessary. Because Fiddlesticks is predictable, right? At this point, you have to assume if the way they're reacting that this is warded. The fact that no one shows up, everyone avoids you, you see the Teemo here, you have to assume they have knowledge of where you are, right? In that instance, Fiddlesticks is very limited, right? Fiddlesticks will start on his wolves commonly, as previously. He can also do the red raptors at the beginning. He will get low enough by most Fiddlesticks' levels that you can actually invade and track him and do things about it. I do it with Zyra. I don't invade. I just make sure I get level 3, and then I collapse with my mid lane. I ping them. I said, let's go. Let's get prio. Let's invade the Fiddlesticks. I feel like forcing a vertical jungling situation here is not what you want, because he's just going to AFK farm, control a side of the map, and when he hits 6, it's going to be doom for you, right? So I feel like you're giving up too much anyway. Regardless, this is a good steal. Now, because you know full well that he's going to be starting here, he could be chaining this together, in theory, but red into raptors, he's going to take your whole red side. So what are you going to do that counters him taking the whole red side? I think reading is the wrong answer. Like, once you get the flash, that's good. Like, once you get Trundle's flash, you accept it. Right? Just take the flash, because you can abuse that. You can now take the Krugs, right? You can go and do your blue. You can return. The fact that he has no flash can be punished. Just don't be too overzealous. Because currently, you just put yourself in a hole. You know? Like, this guy's like, okay, I'm relaxed. You know? I'm relaxed. I just no invades from Lee Sin. I get to AFK farm. Beautiful. That's exactly what he wants. You know? And the Ashe now, despite... This is what's funny about this. The Ashe, despite, you know, having a 3v2 situation, is 3-0. So your bot lane is screwed. You know, how much gold does she have? She almost has BF sword. She could shove this and get BF sword. And she has red. Literally, shove the hell out of this, go back, get BF sword, come here with, you know, boom, off we go, enjoy our lives. The Lee Sin, though, I mean, you gave it to them. So the fact that you do blue is good, and the fact that you're going to go for the shutdown here is good, and the fact that she has no sums, but you have to time it well. Because if you don't time it well, it's not so good, no? Wait, did you just disappear? You don't even exist anymore. You just disappeared from the map. So that whole thing, for me, the whole sequence is... This whole game is already soured. You've basically put yourself in the absolute worst situation with a little bit of the greed. And it's okay, like, I understand your intentions, yes? But your intentions have almost put you in the most gigantic hole you could ever imagine. In Korea, what happens, Twitch chat, with this situation? What happens? Big open. Okay, we base, you push, that's it, we give up. So, if the answer to your question is how was your early game, and the response is, yeah, you know, in Korea they'd open, then the early game was bad. So, for me, your intentions here are noble, the execution is off, okay? Not even NA open. No, NA isn't open. NA is currently... Cho'Gath saying, relax, we scale. We can win in 50 minutes. That's NA. EOS says open, but doesn't actually open. So, like, you have to time the backs, right? Because you can see from your Nautilus that your Nautilus is approximately here. Nautilus has what? 325 movement speed. I swear it doesn't feel like he's that slow. In game, the dude feels like he's got 500 movement speed the way he rotates and hooks your ass. This dude's got 354 because, well, he's Trundle, and he's got his W, right? So even if he was spawning behind the Nautilus, or went back behind the Nautilus, he should mirror him to a degree. So that's your indication. No CC, level 1, level 2 red buff. Don't even go for it. Don't even go for it. Wait. You know, a little bit of patience there saves you. Because what you want to do in that situation is not go blue straight bottom lane. It's get level 3, right? Take this. Let them hit level 2, right? And now try something if she doesn't go back. If she overstays and greeds before she gets the BF sword, then you do it. But wait for your team to set up and get level 2. Wait for yourself to get level 3. So you have, you know, full safeguard ability. You got your full kit to you. Should have gotten level 3. Exactly. And now the thing is, not only that, this dude, remember guys, jungling isn't about spam ganking. If you think a jungler should only spam gank and do nothing else, that's not how it works. LS said this the other day. Well, he said this a few times. I've said this a few times. Few people have. If you're spam ganking and it's working, it's the fault of the laners. Because the way the way experience works now is as it escalates throughout the game, right? Look at this. This guy is just chilling right now. He's enjoying all of these mistakes because he has a huge lead. Now, obviously we're not in it's a skim, not a full in-depth. So I can't ask your intentions, but I think you're putting way too much focus on like a level 2, level 3 pressure point. And secondly, you're not going for that crab. I mean, I understand you want to get level 3 here for the Teemo. Can we get something? Only if it's okay, flash, that's good. The smiting actually doesn't really give you anything on the minions. So again, it's the same thing. You're exuding the same mistakes in the ganks, right? Watch. I go in, right? Knock up. Alright, stop. Gank is over. You got flash. Smile, be happy, alright? Go get the crab. Regenerate your HP, you got his flash. It's gold plat, he's gonna make this mistake again, right? You can come back, no problem. But ditch now, because you know he has Ignite, not TP. That's an assessment. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, he did follow. Cho'Gath followed, right? With the knock-up. Teemo had to flash the knock-up or he dies. Perfect. You don't have any lockdown CC other than this. So once that's over, Teemo's just going to turn with his Ignite and Demonic Plague ability, you know, Boy Scout evilness, and eradicate the god from your fist. You know, like, just go down here and take this, because look. Da-da-na-na-na, right? Low. We can get a flash from this guy as well. You need to be active. You've made so many mistakes that... Yeah, but... I agree. But it's not about necessarily what should have happened. You understand me? When you guys are saying what should have happened, I don't care what should have happened. What did happen and how did you react to that? Like right now, what's the game plan? We're level 3, 5 minutes in, which is okay. Which is, we always flum Teemo, by the way. But it's okay. But this dude hasn't really punished you enough. He didn't go for crap. Like your top side, he doesn't even think, yeah, maybe I could go take his camps, his scuttle. So you got lucky in that sense. But again, like this is what, tier 1? Everything you have is tier 1. Everything. So the fact that you didn't early clear means you're not getting any extra experience. Everything you take now is tier 1. Hurts you greatly. So you're not going to get back into the game through farming. But again, that's your own issue, right? Right now, we take the crab here. Now what do we look at? See, now I see a gank. That's a gank. Right? F is still down. Heal is still down. You've got a Caitlyn, you've got a Nautilus. That is a stonkingly good gank. Woof. I'm excited. I'm excited that this will be a good gank, you know? But we're pathing up. Now, I don't know what you do, obviously, but... There's not the time to have that... See, that's the wrong mindset. Because here, if you go through this, look at their vision, they have none. I mean, if you're here at this point, a Nautilus hook into a Lee Sin Q combo plus a safeguard out, she's dead. Well executed, she most likely dies. I mean, Nautilus has Ignite too, so yeah, this is absolutely free kill, right? But now the problem is you're defaulting to farming, but everything you're farming is tier 1. When it shouldn't be. And Fiddlesticks is just saying, okay, now Zed. they're still here. So Zed says, okay, I go. I do it myself. Which is good mid laning. That's good mid laning, right? Wait. Hold that thought. So his shadow's gone. His shadow's gone. And he... okay. Alright. You know, as you want to be, Zed. Okay, we've got top crab and we've got top lane. Look at this. It's all chaos. It's all chaos. But it's all stemming from the jungler impact, or non-impact, as it were. Right? This dude is having the time of his life. No Lee Sin invades. He ditches the crab. Reacts immediately to the gank. Level 6 Teemo. Cho has flash, but he can't do anything about that. He's dead. So the time to camp sequence wasn't there. We can take this. Take it. Let's take it. Let's get it. And now Vlad roams. So the early ganks, right? Worthy gets a shutdown. The early ganks into the lanes. It's not that they were necessarily all bad ideas. It's that you went too far. Once you burn the flash, it's a win. Out. Once you burn the flash, it's a win. Out. Go do your Grump. Go do your blue. Rotate on over. Say, all right, no flash. You have no dash. Good night. But now the Fiddlesticks is 2 levels on you because he got to farm and got a cleanup kill. But like, if this is happening a lot in your games, it's because you're being too aggro with your ganking procedures. What's the Fiddlesticks doing? He's 6. It's warded. This is a bad ward. I mean, this ward should be there, right? Not here. There. Unless you want to see him go up, but I mean, you can just hug this. Like, this ward doesn't maximize the vision here, and it doesn't maximize the vision here. So, you gotta pick one. Only Krugs were tier 2, right? Only Krugs. Yeah. Okay. But now, I mean, I gotta see that, though. The problem is you're out of the game. You're out of the game, and you're not gonna get anything from farming, you know? The farming was to be done in between those ganks. But because you left it so long, you've now reversed field. You're not on the right side of the map. And Fiddlesticks, that's a little weird, but, you know. No W equals GGZ. Alright? Pretty straightforward. I mean, you can't hold this because he's gonna kill you. You're level 5. And you have no HP left. You've put yourself in this position that you are literally useless to yourself and to everyone else. Like, your ideas were decent, but you just took it too far. You know? You finally hit level 6, you get blue. You've been farming now for minutes. Again, I pause and I look. I see, right, what's going on here? Level 5 Trundle. Okay. We have 6. You're low. You have no smite, but... do we have any... we don't have any plants here. No, they've been taken. You've got 1,500 gold. I think after Raptors here, you should reset. I think you should reset. Go back, spend your gold. Now come down full HP, level 6, and just defeat this lane. Before he gets 6. I mean, Ashe has no sums again. He has no flash again. You're not abusing the fact that you've got a Nautilus Caitlyn. Because hook, trap, booty kick. I mean, there's a lot of good things that could have happened that didn't because you were too afraid from the things that did happen at the beginning. That makes sense? Because if you gank now, you die. Because he has Ignite. I mean, Ashe is, well, she went for the Berserker's Greaves and the double longsword, so. As you will with the Ashe build. Gotta hit it. She could have healed earlier, but I still think it's a greedy play. I think if you go back and do that with full HP and items, you live. You know? Because you had, what, 1 long sword versus, what do you buy? Warhammer and a red smite, so... you know? You basically put yourself in this situation where you enforced vertical jungling, you pushed the gank a little too far, but your concept of the ganking and the pace of the game was fine. It's just you became a little bit too obsessed with it. You know what I mean? I don't see a way you get back in this as Lee Sin. I mean, obviously you were plat, so I mean Lee Sin is not exactly something you necessarily need to ignore. You got the Drake, that's fine. But you're just, what are you now? Farming Lee Sin. What is a farming Lee Sin? I mean, they got the dragon, but this is fine. Like, I prefer this. This tells me the dragon, but it's gone. So this tells me a lot more. Because Fiddlesticks has no map scaling, so with a ward here, right, and a ward here, if you as Lee Sin can get rid of this plant, he has no other way to go around. So that's better gateway protection. It's better gateway protection for me. But this is always inevitable, right? If we look for the setup for this from the red team's perspective, right? You went topside. The last time we saw him, he was topside, which means he's going to reset. Most likely when he resets, he goes bottom side. And because the lead from bottom lane, they're most likely going to die for this for 2 plates. And he took Herald. So from the Fiddlesticks' perspective, this is a very good play, right? Like, this is a very good play. He's playing off the Lee Sin very, very well. He's playing off the Lee Sin so well. And this is all you want to do as a farming jungler. If you're farming jungler and the enemy jungler overganks too much and makes mistakes, this is what you do. Okay, you don't get hooked, right? Suck, suck, give them a suck. Trundle, what are you doing? I mean, you have Herald, right? It's really hard to hit that. You don't want to waste the Herald here. You don't want to waste it. Like, I feel like you should use it on the mid lane. The play is right, but you could get 2 plates with the Herald mid. Like, you could have easily gone mid lane, done it, and then gone bottom lane. So from the Fiddle perspective, it's a little different. But, where's our Lee Sin? Here. So, like, you know, like, this game's done. This is a ruffle stomp. But it's all stemming from this. Like, there's nothing to learn from this because you're an early game jungler. I mean, he didn't even punish you that much. He's level 9, you're level 8. You should be 3 levels down on this guy. Like, he didn't have to do anything either. So I like the intentions, right? But I don't like enforcing vertical jungling versus farming jungler. It gives them what they want. I don't like overcommitting for a gank. Burn the flash, good. Leave, leave, leave. Because if you leave this, right, he's level 1. He has to go back to base no matter what. The Ashe now is going to be stuck in a 2v1 lane, and even though she has the HP advantage, she has no flash. She used her heal here because of your flash. So let's say she has heal. He has nothing, right? This is for you. Okay. I take your Krug. I go take my blue. I get level 3. I return back. We stomp on the Ashe, right? Maybe we kill the Trundle. I go back up. I do my Grump. I do my Wolves. Then you come down and you say, right, Fiddle's most likely going to be here. You invade the Fiddle on the Raptors. You kill him, take his Raptors. You look at mid lane. If there's a gank there, probably not. There's no CC. Okay, I go back bottom lane. So if you're going to enforce the vertical jungling meta because of your invade, embrace it and destroy the game with it. Get the one lane that you need to be ahead, bottom lane, ahead. Does it make sense? Twitch chat, do we agree? And even then, you died. You got a bit greedy. Okay, let's get level 3. Get level 3, right? Get 3 from Gromp. Wait for this dude. Now go back bottom lane, right? But from a timing perspective, again, now because you're not level 3, right? And you know this is warded because of the invade, you know, this is difficult. This is a game that was horrendous, and I felt that every gank I didn't pay out. Agreed. The first gank I thought we could take Trundle. I still do. And I felt that they took a triple instead because of Caitlyn, so I was tilted. I selected this one so I can better understand what I could have done better. You're saying I don't look at the colleagues' mistakes, instead focus on your own game and analyze objectively. That sounds good, thanks. Yes, exactly. Exactly. You're right. I'm looking at you, I'm not looking at them, because they're always gonna be monkeys. You need to become the gorilla, okay? You need to be the alpha. But you also have to play off of what they do, you see? So like here, here as well. You had good ganks for flashes. And yes, he doesn't follow up, but they're not gonna follow up every time. So leave it, go take the crab. Trust me, he's gonna stay. Go back and kill him. Use this area, you know? If the wave gets shoved, you're Lee Sin, power dive, you know? It's okay to take a vertical jungling if you abuse the vertical jungling. Otherwise, don't invade, right? Don't blindly invade. And instead focus on prototypical jungling and making sure the Fiddlesticks doesn't get ahead. Because otherwise, you're going to be in this situation, you know what I mean? Like, the game here is over. But the nice thing is the game here is all in your control. It's all, the whole thing was in your control.